Senhoras e senhores, como anunciado ainda há pouco, inicialmente uma boa tarde a todos. Vamos reiniciar os trabalhos com o projeto tutor. O palestrante é o professor Antônio Geraldo de Abreu Filho, psicólogo doutorando, pesquisador e coordenador do projeto tutor Apoiar USP AbrEla. Com a palavra, professor Antônio Geraldo de Abreu Filho.
AbrEla, University of São Paulo, AbrEla.
Bom, boa tarde a todos. Eu
Good afternoon, everybody. I here represent the lab Apoiar, which is linked to the University of São Paulo in partnership with AbrEla.
Que são as pessoas que fazem parte do projeto, não?
Who work with me in this project.
Bom, tem o laboratório tem uma fundamentação psicanalítica.
Apoiar has a psychoanalytical support.
O nome dele é Winnicott.
Winnicott is one of the theoretical presences, maybe the main work that is new, that is the nature of integration, that is possible by the support in the human relationship and professional relationship. It's a sustainable form which is holding, which is housing those people, giving them emotional counsel. This work started in 2002 when Dr. Elga, who was one of the chairwomen of AbrEla, she exposed to us what was the ALS. And in the beginning, the questioning was, what can we do with these patients? We can't do much. And she showed us that lots of things could be done. And based on that, we are here just supporting this work. It started with the students of University of São Paulo trying to give tutorship to the patients. And starting in 2003, other health areas are starting to get into our project, tutorial project, which are the students of nursing, and our goal is to expand in the other health areas. So right now, we have nurses from one of the universities, and now we have also other psychology students from another university. The goal is the emotional and psychological support for the patients with ALS and their caregivers, because we've seen during this work that not only the patient gets exhausted in terms of suffering, but also the caregivers also get exhausted. So both the patient and the caregivers need our attention. So the students visit the patients at their home, and I'm going to explain what is this tutorship. As we linked to two different entities, AbrEla and the Psychology Institute of the University of São Paulo, this project also has a character of research that will allow us more and more to have data to improve tutorship, to improve the quality of life of the patients and the caregivers. So we have to understand the psychical reality, and we have to alleviate the suffering of the patient and the caregivers, therefore improving their quality of life. We do the services at the patient's home, and we charge nothing for the family. How do we do that? The students, in the first moment, they are assessed about their psychological profile to see if the student is ready to exercise tutorship. The goal also is to establish the profile of a tutor, because we still do not have this. That's our goal. So we have supervisions with me and with another coordinator of the project, Professor Anna Steiner, who is also here, where after the visit with the patients, these students come to us reporting what has happened in the visit, and based on that, we can check what happened in terms of dynamics in that visit and what can be done for the next visits. And based on that, we can improve the quality of life of the patients and caregivers. We have published some articles, not only in Brazil, but also abroad, in this partnership between AbrEla and the University of São Paulo, Lab Apoiar. What is the definition of tutor? Among all the definitions that we have in our goal, the tutor is the pole that is there to give support to a plant that has a very fragile kind of rod or stem in terms of tutor. It's a support. It's just like a cane for a plant, a fragile plant. The project has 3 subdivisions, which is Project 1, where the students in the first moment will be in contact with us through meetings and supervisions, as I told you before. We check their psychological profile. They have an extension course that is given by AbrEla to better interact and see what are the multidisciplinary areas that constitute AbrEla and how each area works with the patients. The students go in pairs to the house of the patients. Tutor 2 go on with these services. Psychology students, after the second visit, if the patient and the pair of students want to know, they can give some intervention in the emotional area. They can talk more closely about the things that are happening. What we call the manifest content, what is really appearing in detriment of the latent content, that is what is being shown but not said. And tutor 3, these tutors who are working today, maybe in the future they can also be helping us to train new tutors or to teach new tutors. Here you have the contact with Professor Leila Tardivo, who is the General Coordinator of Laboratory Apoiar. My email and Anna's email. I'm sorry, I'm too fast, but that's the time we had to explain to you about this program. Thank you so much to Professor Antônio Geraldo de Abreu Filho.